What's up, everybody? These are your fantasy football picks for your quarterbacks for week 4. Alright, I'm going to start this off with an easy one that everyone should already know about, and that's going to be Aaron Rodgers against Denver. Alright, the second one, again, Drew Brees against Jacksonville, in Jacksonville, but this should definitely be one of his best games of the year. And one you may not be thinking of, I think Matthew Stafford's going to have a great game against Dallas.
I'm actually going to give you 4, in my opinion, because I don't know who you have, and you may not have the top throwers of the league. So, of course, if you have Rodgers or Brady, you need to start them. That's common sense. But if you don't have either one of them, I would say Breeze would be a good start. I would say if you have Fitzpatrick, who's going against the Bengals, it would be a good start. And I would also say if you got Schaub, go ahead and start him.
Schaub,
I'm sorry.
That's cool. Running backs going into week 4. The first one's going to be an easy one. I'm going to go Adrian Peterson against Kansas City. I think Adrian's going to have one of his biggest weeks this week. And next, I'm going to go Matt Forte against Carolina. Now, Cutler, all Bears fans know about Cutler, so definitely they're going to be relying on Forte, and he can catch balls out of the backfield. And for my third pick, I'm going to go with Michael Turner against the Seahawks. The Seahawks defense has not been doing that well, and Michael Turner is a hot option going against them in Seattle.
Okay, of course, if you have them, McFadden, Peterson, it's obvious choice. And for those who have other people, you need to really pay attention to who you should put in. Of course, if you have Jackson, Fred Jackson from Buffalo, or if you have Maurice Jones-Drew, or if you have Chris Johnson. That's 3 good people to put in if you don't have the people who are most spoke of to start this week. So put one of those people in, and you have a good week.
Johnson is a huge risk. He has 97 carries over 3 games, but those are his picks.
Week 4 for wide receivers. Okay, of course, I'm going to say, of course, you have Kevin Johnson, or Andre Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson. You just start both of them. But if you have the lesser people, you can start another Johnson and Stevie Johnson, and make sure basically
start the whole Bills team because
start the Johnsons. Okay. Of course, Wes Welker from New England. He'd be a good person to put in, and also Jennings this week. Those are my 3 picks that you put in. I don't know how many people your core allows you to pick, but if you have one of them on your team, go ahead and start them.
Greg Jennings, top pick of the week this week against the Denver Broncos defense. My next pick is going to be Mike Wallace. Okay, he's definitely going to go over another 100 yards. He has 7 straight 100-yard games. Mike Wallace against Houston. And last pick, Vincent Jackson against Miami in San Diego. Alright, now one thing I've noticed about tight ends is that it's more about the chemistry between the tight end and the quarterback, and if the quarterback even wants to throw the ball to the tight end. So for these are my top tight ends for week 4. Jermichael Finley against Denver, Rob Gronkowski against Oakland, and I'm going to say Tony Gonzalez against the Seahawks.
Okay. To not pick obvious people, of course, you should start Gronkowski. And if you have Witten, of course, you should start both of them. However, you got to realize who your lower people should be. So, if you have Vernon Davis, if you have Owen Daniels, or if you have Fred Davis, you should go ahead and put them in for going to this week. Kickers for this week. Of course, if you have the Raiders kicker, Sebastian, you should go ahead and start him this week. If you have also Mason Crosby, the Packers, you should start him this week. In my opinion, you should go ahead, if you don't have these people in your lineup, you should really try to get a good kicker. That includes the Texans kicker, the Saints kicker, the Bills kicker, and San Francisco 49ers kicker. who are right now on teams that are either scoring a lot of points from touchdowns or getting a lot of field goal opportunities.
Stay away from the 49ers kicker. The best kickers that may be available in your league are John Casey, Gronkowski, and I'd say Baronis that are available, possibly. Last but not least, week 4 defenses to start. I'm just going to give you 2. I'm going to say the Chicago Bears against Carolina, but the Bears are probably already taken in your league. Also, check out the Chargers against Miami.
Okay, obvious picks. Of course, we got the Packers and throw them in. And if you got the Ravens, you should have them in. Sleepers, I believe you should put in who you might have in your team or might not, or you can pick up. The Lions, the Giants, and the Eagles. Just for this week. That's my picks for defense. Thanks for watching this week's picks for the Fantasy League. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, comment, ask questions. I'm sorry about we couldn't get to you last week. It was a communication error between me and him. We were supposed to do that. But we'll go ahead and do what we can to help you out. See you next week.
Tweet me.
Oh, yeah. Tweet him, TTXOO. Tweet me at Rawstar, RAWSTARR. And I'll also put that somewhere around here. All right. Peace.